Right, feels like a never-ending back and forward with Andre Onana. We have seen a number of mistakes and questionable decision-making from our goalkeeper this season. And for a lot of United fans, they've seen enough. So whether you want to keep him or whether you want him to go, the reports are not going to stop at the prospect of replacing him. So if we are going to replace him, I think it's crucial that you do it right and pick the right candidate. Now, I've done a little bit of legwork here, and I've got 3 people that I think might be suitable to replace Andre Onana. Let's have a look. First up is Andre Lunin. Now, this is an option that comes with a little bit of pedigree, and Lunin's case is a fascinating one. He's been Courtois' understudy now for a while, really took up the reins in his injury absence, and he stepped up, and he's impressed Real Madrid fans with both steady, commanding performances in goal. He's played 31 matches across all competitions in the 23-24 season, in which he kept 12 clean sheets, and he had a save percentage of around about 71%, which ain't bad. Many worried that Real Madrid without Courtois could be, crumbling and falling apart. But Lunin brought calmness. He's got some real good distribution about him. And if Amorim intends to lean on a keeper that can play out from the back, Lunin does exactly that. He averages about 35 passes a game, 85% completion rate. He's also proven he can handle the pressure of playing for one of the biggest clubs out there and in the biggest games. And he's only 26, which is a real good age. So lots of time left for him. The problem is this season. Courtois' return has put a bit of a speed bump in his form and his development. He's only played 10 times this season compared to the 31 that we saw him last year. And he's conceding an average of 1.3 goals per game, although in high-stakes games against some quality opposition. But the other stat is the stat. His save percentage has dropped to 64%. But match reports show that he is capable of making real big saves to keep his club in the game. He had 3 absolute wonder saves inside the box against Vallecano not too long ago. This could open up a what now with Courtois back in charge. And it's a move that I don't think would cost a ridiculous amount of money. They're talking 20, 25, 30 million euros. He could be ready-made for a top club.
This video is proudly sponsored by Hollywood Bets. Club football is on hold, but that doesn't mean that the action stops. With international fixtures underway, we have got 2 huge bet boosts featuring United stars Bruno Fernandes and Rasmus Højlund as they look to make an impact for their countries. Bet 1 is Portugal to win, Rasmus Højlund to score, Bruno to get 1 assist, and this has been boosted from 20 to 1 to 24 to 1. So if you stick a tenner on that, you could win 250 quid back. Bet 2 is a Denmark special. Denmark to win, Bruno Fernandes to have over 0.5 shots on target, Rasmus Højlund to have over 0.5 shots on target, and that's been boosted from 7 to 1 to 9 to 1. So if you place £10 on that, you could win £100 back. If you'd like to claim these bet boosts, that's dead easy. All you got to do is click the link in the description. If you are new to Hollywood Bets, you can create an account and take advantage of their fantastic new customer offers, which are also linked in the description. Odds are subject to change. You must be 18 to participate. And international football, as well as club football, is unpredictable. And these bets are meant to enhance your viewing experience and certainly no guarantee of a win. For more information on responsible gaming, please check out begambleaware.org. This special bet boost is brought to you by myself and Hollywood Bets. Click the link to get involved and let me know your predictions in the comments below.
Number 2, Lucas Chevalier. Now, there's a lot of noise about Lucas at the moment from Lille. 22-year-old, French, lit it up in net for his club at the moment as well. He's got a bit of an air of a hidden gem about him, and he's absolutely made the most of his time in France up till now. In the league this season, he's only conceded 13 goals in 18. He's got 9 clean sheets, and his save percentage is ridiculous, actually, at 78%. A big standout trait of him is his reflexes. He's a goalkeeper that has got it in him to do the spectacular, and he's got the traits of a modern goalkeeper that you would presume make him tailor-made for a Ruben Amorim system. He commands in the air. He's also got the physicality to force success in aerial battles, but it's his possession game, again, that I think would make him appealing to United. They'll play a heavy possession style of football, and because of that, Chevalier is averaging 34.3 passes per game, and he's not afraid to play it long. All of the traits make him sound like he is shaped up to be in a similar mould to what we saw, but we're not seeing, with Andre Onana. The catch is his lack of experience. He's only got 70 senior appearances under his belt, and the jump from League One to Premier League is a big one, and to Manchester United is a huge one. Transfer fee is probably cheaper than Lunin's, which might make the deal even more appealing. If he keeps performing to the level that he is, this fee's going to skyrocket. But if we were going to do it and move quick, you'd get him at a decent price. Again, lack of experience. Is it someone that's maybe highlighting a little bit of what he's about? Or, does he need a little bit more experience? Or do United just need to pull the trigger? And finally, Eli Harrison. I think it's only right to look in with ourselves. Carrington possessed one of the best academies in world football. We would do ourselves a disservice. And we've seen people leave Manchester United recently and go and do an absolute madness. But I think it's worth having a look at Harrison. Now, Harrison has been waiting in the wings for something, right? He's been shifted back and forward between the first team bench and the academy. And he is an absolute wild card that looks like he would give anything for a shot at Onana's place in the first team. And if Amorim is keen on giving youngsters time to shine, the potential reward for playing Harrison probably outweighs the risk. He's already at United. There's no transfer fee. It's just a leap of faith. The downsides are clear. No professional experience. Sink or swim. But if United want a young David De Gea-shaped replacement, Harrison could be him. He's got the raw materials. 6'3", agile, astute in 1v1 situations. Distribution's pretty good. Received a lot of praise for that. But more importantly, he's made some real big saves in his short career. On a recent loan move to Chester, he had an unbelievable run of clean sheets at home where decent-sized crowds fell in love with him. Manager only had the highest of praise for him as well, and some of the stats served him well in his rise through the ranks. In 23 appearances at Chester, he had 9 clean sheets. He's put his name in the history books as the youngest goalkeeper to represent the club. And staff and fans alike absolutely raved about how good he was. But also the mental fortitude for a player playing beyond his years. That's big. I think non-league is a real good proving ground for young players coming through. It takes a lot of adjustment to go from academy football to men's first team football. He's learnt quickly. He's risen to the top in a very, very tough position to do that. Goalkeeper's one of the biggest positions to fill because if you get it wrong, you get it catastrophically wrong. And it's important that you don't hide and you're not protected because you're not. You can be a fullback or a winger and kind of hide your way through games and come and get a little bit of the ball when you feel like it. Don't happen at goalkeeper. You have to sink or swim immediately. I think that tells you a little bit about the character of him. And maybe he's more than capable of replacing Onana based on that alone. I think it's an interesting option, and of course they're going to be looking at him in training and comparing like for like every single week. But sometimes giving the youth a chance is absolutely worth it. A young player can save you a hell of a lot of money down the line. But let me know, what's your take? Do you agree with replacing Onana? Do you think there's bigger problems first? My personal view is that I don't think you're going to replace him this summer because I think there are far bigger holes, goal scoring, midfield, depth, everywhere else that needs urgent surgery. Whereas I think, look, Onana was great last year, a couple of mistakes in the Champions League aside. He's not been great this year, but I don't think he's been the biggest issue still this year. Let me know if any of those stand out on the list, or if you think, do you know what? Let's stick with Onana, but send Harrison out on loan and let's see what he's really about. Send him to the Championship or somewhere like that and we can get a proper look at him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you would do, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.